Hey everybody, what is going on? Serial Overdrive here, and today I'm looking at Decentraland. So we're doing something a bit different, but what I want to talk about today is the latest real cash economy game called Decentraland. Decentraland is this game that's going to be taking place over the Ethereum blockchain. It's going to be using blockchain technology to have various land plots, that have a bunch of different like houses and things on them. And what I'd like to do today is just go over the concept of Decentraland, go over why this could be the latest and possibly one of the biggest real cash economies in the gaming industry compared to Entropia, Second Life, Project Ion, any of those games out there that are known as real cash economies. And Project Ion I think died, but any of those games that are known as like real cash economies, I think this could kill them. Or not kill them, but it could severely hurt them. So let's go into just what Decentraland is, and hopefully by the time you guys are done here, you're going to be interested in looking a little bit more into it. So let's get started. Decentraland is a world where you can buy plots of land. Right now, the game has not gone live yet. They're still working on it. There is a builder out that you can use. I'll be demoing that later if there's enough interest. But right now, you can just buy these plots of land. And there's various plots, right? So the green plots, let's click in there. These would be plots that are owned by sort of the main developer. So there's no real amount of money that you can pay for this. This is just theirs, right? They're going to be doing something with it somewhere like here, Genesis Plaza. These are probably going to be the starting locations. At least that's what I've heard. There's a bunch of plazas just located throughout. You can think of these as just where new players are going to spawn, be introduced to the game, and everything like that. After that, you have these dark blue plots. These are owned by sort of conglomerates or bigger groups that are planning to do something with it. So here you've got Ethereum City. It's going to be what? It's going to be one of the main, it's going to be a cyberpunk world, basically. You can see these little descriptions here. And it's taking over 8,000 parcels of land. So just to give you guys an idea, right now Decentraland has two main cryptocurrencies: Mana, which is what's used to buy land and buy things in Decentraland, and land. There's a limited amount of land, basically. Anything you see on this map down here, this map that I'm trying to zoom out of, and it's going deeper because I'm clicking the wrong thing. Anything you see on this map, right, that is land, okay? Like, that's all there is. I don't think they're going to be creating more. I don't think they could unless everybody votes. This is like a blockchain project, so that's just how it works. And the theory is all this land is going to go up in value as the game gets more and more players. These big blocks are sort of group projects that are working to do something. So here you've got Fashion Street, okay? Right here, you're going to have various brands: Gucci, Prada, Ralph Lauren. I don't know if they've ever signed any deals with those groups, but that's what they're saying as examples. Come in and they're going to set up a shop and a store. They're probably going to rent the storefronts from the owners of Fashion Street, and they'll set up their little stores in there. This could be a really good place to go if you're interested in setting up your own online shop. Maybe I'd put a Serial Overdrive shop and sell some merch there, something like that, right? Next to Fashion Street, you've got, well, Fashion Street again. You can see these are main roads, right? So we'll get into the land value later, but these are the main roads. Then you've got virtual reality shopping. You've got a landmark, basically, and just various things throughout this world. There's a lot of cool ones, like Star City. That's got some casinos. That's definitely going to be huge, right? You've got Dragon Kingdom. So this is for Chinese people, it looks like. Interesting. Now you've got another China city. Let's go down. Let's see. This is a huge block of land, right? And each square, Dragon City, yes. So it's a mix between China's ancient culture and Western modernization. Interesting. So each block of land is worth, I'd say, a minimum of 12,000 mana, which makes it worth about $600 to $700. Each land, each little bit right here, right? Each of these little blocks is worth something. And depending on where it is, they're worth more, because some of these places, like, new players might get the option to spawn here. So a place like this, so when it's teal like this, it means it's for sale. Blue means it's a big project. Teal means it's for sale. So something like this, right? Rare double road touching plaza. So this is right on two rows, and it's right by the plaza. The cost is 279,000 mana. So I'm going to do the math here, right? Real quick, I've got a calculator. You can go along with me because I'm very slow with calculators. But if you do this, okay, so 2,700, that's 0.05 cents per mana. So they're trying to sell that block for 13 4,950 USD, and that price is going to go up as mana goes up. And also, you've got to take into account land is a limited asset. Most of it's been sold. All these little blocks, they're sold. They belong to this address. You can see the price. So originally someone paid 1,000 mana, or well, I think at the time mana was worth 10 cents. They probably paid about $100 for this. Now, let's see. This is a parcel nearby. What is this selling for? Whoops, we clicked the wrong one. Let's see what this is selling for. $1 million. That's unrealistic. Let's go for, here we go, 39,000. So they paid 1,000 for it. You can see right here in the ledger. 1,250 in the ledger. This address bought the land. Then it was sold for 17,000 to this address. Now this guy's trying to sell it for 39,000. So you can see the value is just growing immensely. And this is during a cryptocurrency sort of boon, right? Not a boom, a boon. So it's not doing good. Cryptocurrency isn't doing good, and these places are still going for crazy amounts. It's really awesome to just look at this project. Here's another one. You've got another parcel for sale, 2,500,000 mana for 54 land blocks. Okay, so you can do the math on this. We'll do it again. So you've got this, because I really want to blow your mind with what's already been spent on this game that doesn't even exist. $125,000. You divide this by the land, and you've got a price of about $2,300 per block. Now, you're probably wondering, why is it so expensive? And this is what I want to go into with this video. So the way it works is each block of land, each of these little blocks, you can create only so many assets on. The more spaces you own next to each other, the more you can combine blocks, the higher you can build everything on that land. So you can make now 2, 3, 4-story structure because you've got a little bit more land to build on, and the more assets you can put down. So it's really important. So someone with a big block like this 20 million block, 20 million mana block, you could build a city here. You could build skyscrapers. You can build all sorts of crazy stuff. The sky is the limit here. Whereas if you own one little block like this, no offense to whoever owns it, I mean, they got a decent deal on it, 12,000. Whoever owns this block, they can only build maybe like a 1-story house. So it's the difference between living in a neighborhood and being able to build a modern day metropolis online. So you can see there's a lot of potential here, because just like Second Life, it does allow you to build stuff, okay? You can build up, you can create a world, you can use Ethereum smart contracts to program in things into the world. So you can actually program in RPGs, exchanges, casino games, anything you want. Anything you guys see online can be programmed into Decentraland, pretty much. Obviously, there's some limitations, and graphics-wise, there's some limitations, but really, the sky's the limit here, okay? And you can see this land is huge. Down here, this is where you're going to find your cheaper stuff, okay? You can see these blocks are going for 15,000. Originally, they were sold for 1,000, so you still made a good deal of profit on it. Now, consider mana has cut in half in price, so you're not, if you paid 1,000 for it, now you'd have to sell it for 2,000 to get your money back. So you're not looking at these huge, 100x deals that you'd see in cryptocurrency. You're looking at a 10x profit for a lot of this stuff. But still, you can just see how crazy it is to think about, just looking at this, looking at what people own, looking at everything. It's insane the price that people are paying, and it's an insane idea, because if it works, the prices that you're seeing nowadays could be crazy. This could be for instance, if you're here, if you're right here, in this mainland, and this is where they're spawning people, this property is sold for 400,000 mana. It could literally be worth 400,000 USD if this game goes mainstream. Even if it goes mainstream just in the crypto community, this land could literally be worth that much, because there's a lot of people in cryptocurrency with a lot of money, and a lot of those people are people that advertisers want to get to. They're people that will be spending a lot more than your average person. You've got to think about this, right? The average person in the US, they're making maybe $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year. The average person in tech is making more like $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 a year. If you can hit those $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 income people, or 100,000 plus income people, you can get way more sales than you will from someone making $30,000, $40,000, or $50,000. So a game like World of Warcraft that applies to the majority of people. A lot of people that play that game are probably younger, they might not be making as much. Now that's no diss towards anyone playing World of Warcraft or any MMORPG. I in fact play a lot of those games, but I'm just saying, like, your average player of an MMORPG or your average Fortnite player is not going to be making millions of dollars a year. But a game like this, your average player might be making, you know, $70,000-$80,000, which is a huge amount of money compared to maybe Fortnite, where your average player makes something like $20,000 because it's a free game. A lot of people playing are kids; they don't have money. You guys get what I'm saying? So there's a huge universe here. There's a huge amount of potential. I don't know if it can be unlocked. I love the fact that these lands, oh, also, just so we go into it, these gray blocks are land that is owned and not for sale, and I believe these big parcels are just parcels that are owned and not for sale. Not all of the parcels were sold by the community, the Decentraland builders, so what they're going to be doing is they are hosting contests and doing giveaways and stuff like that. I currently don't own any land or any mana. I don't have any stake in this at all. I'm just making this video because I really do like this game. I asked some people on the Decentraland Discord if anybody would be interested in sponsoring me. So far, no one is. A few people said like maybe that they'll think about it, but we'll go into all this stuff anyways. If someone wants to sponsor me or donate, that would be awesome. But like if not, I'm still gonna go into this because I really do like the idea behind it, even though I've got nothing invested. I probably should, but you guys know me. I'm slow to get involved in these trends, and then I usually miss out on a lot of money and I regret it. Anyways, ooh, look at that. Someone spelled out Decentraland with their purchases. That's sort of cool. But there's all sorts of crazy stuff going on, right? And there's all sorts of crazy parcels, and just there's a huge world to this that can be created, and there's a lot of people with millions and millions and millions of dollars invested. If the average property here, if the lowest price, we can go on the marketplace, okay? Let's go on the marketplace. Let's search by cheapest. So now we can see the cheapest parcel on sale, and it's worth 12,450 mana. Let me do the math on that here for you. So that's $622.5 that that's selling for. So that's one of the things that I think does protect this as far as assets go. No one's going to buy a parcel of land and make a huge, giant, like, trolley penis statue or do something ridiculous with it. There might be a few people, but most of us don't have $600 burning a hole in our pocket that we're saying, hey, let's just make this asset, like, super unvaluable. Everything around it's going to lose value. We're just going to troll with it. Most trolls are not willing to invest that much money into their trolling. So that's one of the things. Like, there is a lot of potential here. There's a lot of money already invested that sort of ensures a level of quality, I believe. And because of that, I really do see a future here. There's a lot of things that could go wrong. There's a lot of still risks that remain explored. For instance, the game is not out yet. You don't know how this is going to look. I can show you the builder, I can show you some mocks, but I cannot show you what this game is going to look like when it's finished. Of course, that's a risk because that means that you're investing in something that's not 100% finished, 100% done, or anything like that. But it also means that there is the potential for a huge return. That's how everything works, right? If you got into Facebook when it was just one guy working on it, or 10 guys, or whoever Mark stole his idea from. There's a whole story behind that. But if it was whoever started it, right? You give him $100 for 0.01% of the company. That's probably a fair valuation at the time because he's just one dude sitting there working on it. Then once it's 1,000 people in an office, now if you give him $100, you're gonna get nothing, right? He might buy you a pizza and say get the fuck out, but that's it. But now if you give him $1 million, you might be able to get that same 0.01%. And if you did that, you'd be worth like 10 to 100 million today. The same thing can apply here. You put a little bit of money in, you could walk out amazingly well off, or you could walk out with nothing. But I do love the idea. I love the fact that this is Ready Player One, Second Life-esque. They're trying to build something. They've got the idea that this is going to become a virtual world rather than a world that you're going to view like I'm viewing it now on the browser or through a program. You're going to view it with VR goggles. I don't know if that's going to take off right away, but I can still see it being pretty big. It's very cool if you use their builder to go and explore. There's probably going to be a video on that if people are interested. But yeah, I just wanted to get into it, tell you guys what Decentraland was, tell you the risks, show you just the basic overview of sort of the land plots and everything like that, give you an idea of what some people are playing. So there's like Crypto Valley, There's a Vegas themed area. I think this was a Chinese one. It's a little slow to load. You can see like when I click here, there are some loading issues for some of these parcels, and that is a little worrying to me. I'm not going to lie, because I don't know if that's going to be fixed. Is there going to be a lag issue in the game? I'm not 100% sure yet. I think it is going to be fixed by release, and they're saying that this is going to be released. There's going to be a beta that you can play by the end of Q2, which means pretty soon this game is going to be going live. And when it does, I'll probably be there to cover it. Anyways, I figured I've been talking about Decentraland, so I wanted to just show you guys what it was all about and give you a quick overview. If you guys are interested in hearing more about it, if you have any questions, or if you want to tell me where I got something wrong, feel free to comment down below. If you like this video and you're new to my channel, feel free to hit the like button and the subscribe button. I do a lot of other video games. My main game that I play is Entropia Universe, which is also a real cash economy game, but it uses fiat. It's all tied to the USD, and it's run by one company called MindArc. You can check out my videos to see more about it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you just enjoyed this quick overview of Decentraland. And yeah, until next time, peace.